thoughts on the team's performance?
I can only speak on behalf of the offensive line. That's who obviously play with. But I think our assignments, we were always there, but I think we kind of got to let the first game and all the pressure kind of get to us a little bit. We got away from our fundamentals and what they teach us here and the details Coach Saban was talking about. Our footwork and our hands. We played hard. We don't always play physical at times, but I think this week is very important because we get back to what Alabama offensive line is about, and that's being physical and making the D-line quit. So I think that's what we're going to bring to Texas A&M.
There nerves out there for you guys?
Oh, absolutely. I don't care what anybody tries to tell you. It's your first game starting. You're going to be nervous, but I think we started to do. At times, we opened up a little bit, but I think from the first game to the second game, it's going to be a bigger transition.
What good were you able to pull from the film? What were some things that stood out that you guys did well?
I think communication, and when we obviously saw that when we were on point, everybody knew what was going on. That's when the big plays happen, and I think that kind of drives a point for this week that when our offense is clicking on all cylinders, we can make big plays, and when we're not, obviously you can look at the numbers yourself, but I think communication is a big part, and just getting back to what our offense is and explosive.
Did that first film session last longer than normal?
No. I think that's what we always spend the same amount of time on our film. We have a 24-hour rule. We either celebrate or we're down on it, and then after that, watch film on Monday. Throw it away, and then we're back to practicing the next day.
Was it tough to watch it?
Yeah, I think so a little bit. Just because. A win is a win, obviously, but when you win by 25 and everybody's still upset in the locker room, no one's saying much. You're kind of you're kind of dreading it on the next day. But obviously the film is a great teaching point, and Chris Ball is he drove home some pretty important points, getting back to fundamentals of the offensive line.
Was it kind of an unhappy locker room?
Yeah, obviously we're 1-0, and that feels good, but. We knew as a team afterwards that, we didn't make them quit. And, we felt like they walked away, with a better sense that, they didn't let Alabama take control of them. And, I think that's what everybody was disappointed about is that, we should have played a lot better than that, and we know we're a better team.
After the game, Sarr said some of the calls were iffy. Was that more you or was that more the coaching staff?
I think it's the whole offense. There was obviously there's some points where, I didn't put the offensive line in the best situation to make plays. I think everybody on the offensive line and the offensive team, took a little bit of responsibility because, as an offense, that's who we are. Everybody's got each other's backs, and, as an offense, we just got to keep moving forward.
Was there any one of you guys who stepped up and said, hey, we need to get it going?
I think everybody. Obviously, we're all competitors here, and, it's frustrating going 3-and-out every time. There's a couple times there where we kept going 3-and-out, and we just kept pushing through. And it's not like everybody was down on ourselves or anything. Everybody's trying to lift each other up, but at the same time, when stuff's not going right, it's hard. But everybody kept positive, and luckily Christian Jones made some big plays for us, and we even scored twice. So things finally went our way eventually, but.
When you came here, did you ever think you'd be talking like this after a 25-point win?
I don't know. I didn't really know what kind of beast I was walking into, I guess. But, that's just how it is here at Alabama. The standard's been set high by the guys in front of us, so that's how we're always going to carry it out that way.
Did you get a chance to talk to Barrett at all after the game?
I did see him after the game a little bit. Briefly spoke to him, and told me best of luck in the rest of the season, and that's about it. So.
You saw AJ kind of running for his life a little bit back there. How was his leadership in the huddle after taking some of those hits?
I give credit to Virginia Tech. They brought some well-designed blitzes on defense, and but AJ, he's the type of leader that it's not. You can't just blame the offensive line or one person. The worst thing that you can do as leaders be negative towards somebody. I think he instilled upon us that he's the one who trusts us the most. When everybody else is dogging us and whatnot, he's got our back and we got his back. So you know, it was never a negative sense in that kind of way. You know, he's always a positive guy, and you know that's what we love him for.
How much different was the defense, the looks they showed you than what you guys prepared for on film?
I mean, you know, I think our coaches do a great job scouting, and you know, every week, obviously, teams know that we're going to play Alabama, so you know they're going to change up some stuff, but you know, obviously our coaches do the best they can, and you know, we saw a lot of the looks that we practiced in the week, but you know, every team's going to try to bring something new towards us. You know, and you're number one team, you got a target on your back, and you know, I'm sure defense coordinators are still sitting there now, you know, trying to think up different blitzes, and especially from this film, you know, people are going to try to do what Virginia Tech did. So I think it's important that we, you know, correct what we didn't do in the game, and work forward to just trying to stick to our basics.
Are you going to watch the Texas A&M game this weekend live? Or?
I think I'm going to go dove hunting this weekend.
When Steen gets away from football, what's he like?
Steen? He's a country boy. You know, I think you know that's kind of what the offensive line's kind of been about. You know, I've been fishing and hunting with him a couple times, and you know that kind of seems to be life away from football. You know, so he's a good guy, and you know I've grown to be a stronger friend with him since like last year towards BCS. But
What's he better at, fishing or hunting?
Last one.
I don't know, man. He's a big hunter. I think he's a better hunter than he's fishing.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.